Hi, this is Fred with Quality One Engravers. I'm going to show you how you can take a layout from CorelDRAW 5 into EngraveLab version 9. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Open. And here's this new driller setup from a customer. And here is the job. It's a 12 by 16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take everything here. And I can see it's nice. He did put a border around here, and you can see that this is 12 by 16. But the fact that you can see it, I can see that it does have an outline of 2 points. So we'll worry about that later. I'll go Control C to copy it. I've already got EngraveLab open, and I'm going to hit F8. And I have it set up as a 24 by 24, and the home position right here is at 0, 0. I can go to plate size, and I have this checked off, and that's already been done. So I go edit and paste, or I could hit Control V. So here's my import, and I'm going to just delete this portion of it, and you will see that the size is bigger than 12 by 16. So with it all selected, I'm going to go over here to this to the strokes and lines, and then click on this little icon, come up here and delete those so there is no line, and now you'll see that it is exactly 12 by 16. And sometimes it comes in as a funny color, so I'm going to assign it layer 1 or P1. So now everything here is P1, and I usually like putting it up in the upper left hand corner, which is going to be the engraving corner. Now I know that within this sign are holes, so, and I can see that much of this is grouped, so I'm going to just select everything and go under layout, ungroup all. Okay, so now everything is ungrouped, and I'm going to come right here, and I know that there's holes here. Actually, I could zoom in just to show you. Okay, so there's your holes, and I am going to give it a color, I don't know, P13. Go to F8. Now I'm going to select the holes right here, and also give them a color P13, and this one here, P13. This could have also been done in CorelDRAW to assign. Now I also know that there's 4 corner holes, so P13 and P13. Okay, so now what I want to do is, obviously I don't want to engrave this. I want to drill holes. So I'm going to hold the Alt key down and just click on P13. So if I go right here, it has selected all of those holes. Now something right here did not get selected. So let's see what I did wrong. And I'm going to select right here, go to P13, and now hold the Alt key down, P13, and now it should have gone all the way out to here. So what I'm going to do now is, I've got a little icon right here. This is a drill tool path, and this is a drill center. Now I have only P13 selected, so that's why this is crosshatched, but we'll just leave it. It's P25. And since you're drilling, it really doesn't matter what you pick here, but the size of this tool will be the size of the depiction on the screen. So if you make this real tiny, you won't see it. So if you want, I'm going to make it 1/8 of an inch, so it's very big. Now I need to pick the depth that I want to go. Maybe I want to go 0.2 inches deep, and I want to do it in 3 passes, and then say OK. And then say OK. And now you see I don't have P25 visible, but if I hold the Alt key and hit P25 2 times, here is my depiction of those drill holes. Now this is ready to just select, engrave, and output, and P25 and select, And there it is, ready to engrave. Now I need to change something. Engraving defaults, setup. I got to change this to a 25 by 25 engraver. That's why it didn't come in. Apply and close. Engrave output. Select. And now here's my, in green is my table size, and this is basically what it's going to engrave. Now, because it's grouped, I don't know exactly how it's going to engrave, what order it's going to engrave in. I may want to change that, so I'm going to just click here, go to Arrange, and go to Ungroup, which is Alt-G. And I have a hotkey for it. It's Control-Alt-L, but I'm going to use the non-hotkey, which is sometimes hard for me to find. Engrave, layout, sequence, by list. And I only want the sign blank, and I only want toolpath. So here's my toolpath. And it might be a little hard to see, but you'll see a little red dot right there. And it says hold the shift key. If I hold the shift key and arrow down, you'll see the red dot going across the page. And if this were something that I was doing thousands of, I would change the order that these would engrave. And actually, maybe I'll just go ahead and do that just to show you how powerful it is. And here's the final 4, and here there's the last engraving it's going to do. So for my money, I want this one to the top. So I'm going to go to engrave order, and the order for CAD-Link is backwards for engraving, so I've changed back to the front and front to the back. So I want to send this to the front, so I hit Control F. Now this will now be the first thing it engraves, but it goes here, then it slides across. So because this is probably symmetric, and I can tell by going to the center point, well, it's about 2 thousandths off. So I'm going to go back to my full drawing, and let's see how close this is. So this is at exactly 6, and all I'm going to do is just mirror this. Then I'm going to go to the next one and mirror this one also, and you'll see what that does here in a moment. Mirror this one, and of course it looks exactly the same, because when you mirror something that's proportional. So now let's go Control-Alt-L, and I only want the tool path. So here's my, now it's starting at this lower left corner here, and as I go shift down, goes around there, starts to the left, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you can see it goes in a much more efficient order than what had been previously. So I'm just going to go through all of it to check to make sure that it's okay. And that's where it's going to end. Now I'm going to go up to the top, and I'm going to fix this one. I know this is where I want it to end. So if I click this point, I want it to start here. So I'm going to move, and then this. So I'm going to take this one, and this one, and to front. So now here's my first hole. Oops. First hole, hold the shift key. It's supposed to do it. Shift, down arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so it doesn't do a long path around. So it's going to start here, go around here, go across, and so forth. And then I just say OK. And now is a real good time to save it and give it the name that you would want here. I know that I put it in Bar Hill, so this is Bar Hill 12x16 plaque. Hope I spelled that right. No. Okay. Hope this helps.